Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, coming from our studios at the Lansing Region International Airport, where we are really happy to be, by the way. We're going to kind of go across town, spend a little time here with John Gentilozzi. Welcome back, John. John, of course, with Gentilozzi Real Estate, principal New Vision Lansing, and all kinds of things. We're going to hear about all of them. John, it might be a good idea to just kind of bring everybody up to date very quickly on what's going on with you guys, your new wonderful projects.
Sure. A little over a month ago, we announced that we're going to build in downtown Lansing, in the Central Business District, 3 apartment projects, 2 new construction projects, and 1 conversion of office space into apartments. The total value of all the projects, about $215 million by the time we're all done. We're working through engineering and design, final design on the first project, which is going to be the Washington Square building. So that's the 100-year-old building at the corner of Michigan and South Washington Square. And that's the one we're converting from office to residential. The difficult engineering work is ongoing on the 2 larger projects, a 10-story office and apartment tower northwest of the Capitol, and then the 25-story building that'll be next to the Grand Tower on Grand Avenue.
Well, John, I would suggest you're getting into the minutia now, which the people on the outside have to know it's not quite as exciting as the announcement and seeing the building done, you know?
No, well, it depends on who you are. This is actually my exciting part. I really enjoy digging into these details with our construction team and our architects. It's been an interesting experience, but yeah, you're absolutely right that you make the big announcement and everyone pats you on the back, and then you're going to go away for a little bit and lock yourself in your office and get to work. And that's exactly what we've been doing.
Well, and your dad, who's doing penance as we speak down at the Capitol, I know, trying to get things in order on that basis as well, puts a lot of this on you, which is really important, and I'm glad you enjoy it. You know, let me ask you about the overall circumstance developing. Lansing was kind of the topic of this month's Chamber Econ Club luncheon. Where do you see the building market in the capital city right now?
You know, in some ways it's tough, but let's not let the kind of stream of bad news push out some of the light that we're seeing in this market. There's still new construction going on. And I can tell you, as someone who's out looking for construction crews, they're hard to come by. And it's not just because no one's there. I mean, these guys are busy, busy, busy. So there's a lot of work going on that we're not seeing. We're not getting a lot of big movement, but boy, we're making little chips at it from every angle. And it's not just us. I mean, it's everyone downtown. It's everyone throughout Lansing. I think, you know, people have to remember, Lansing's a tough working class town. And so when there's adversity like this, the people of Lansing dig in. And you may not see it on day one, and you may not see it in a month, but I can tell you that in a year, you're going to see a lot of fruit get born off these trees.
You know, it's interesting you say that, because for a long time it's been in Grand Rapids, you want a project, you go to 5 families and they write checks. Here it takes 8,000 of us at a nickel apiece. And you're right, it's community continuity to things.
There really is. And I think there's a lot of, you know, I know there are people that are my father's age that are still working hard for this town. And I know that are people that are my age, and I start to meet more and more of them as I get out in the community, that still have that Lansing attitude and still have the drive that we have in this town.
Got to have bigger parties, that's all.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
so listen, does the current interest rate, is that affecting you? Because I don't think people realize that another quagmire is putting the finance for all this together.
It is difficult. And so just like anyone who's buying a house, the interest rate affects them. It affects us in the same way. Only in our case, the swing that we may see for a quarter of a point or a full point of interest rate is massive, in the millions of dollars. And when we have this situation with higher interest rates, there's nothing we can do. clearly, we're waiting like everyone else is. So the levers that we have to pull have to do with how quickly we can get things built, how efficient we can be during the construction process. That reduces your construction loan, reduces the interest exposure that you have, and hopefully we get a couple of years down the road when you come to end financing on these projects, and you're just hoping that the interest rate goes down. Not that, we can survive at these interest rates, but we have to be very smart to do it.
There you go. So let me ask you something to define your own company. Gentilozzi Real Estate doesn't really define what you are. So you were talking about getting talent, which puts you in the builder category. You put the project together, which puts you in the developer category. What are you, John?
I am a person who comes to work every day and tries to put people in the best space possible. Something that we've realized as developers long ago is that when someone comes to you and needs you to provide them with a place to live their dream, it's their largest expenditure about something they know nothing about. So we're part of a team that brings people into living and working spaces. And however we accomplish that, whether it's through finding the space or putting them in one of our projects or acting as their consultant to make sure that the construction process goes smoothly, it's a new world. And so we offer a lot of different services based on our experience and our connections within the community that help people sort of take the next step in their living and working environment.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been wonderful working with you guys over the years, and you do a tremendous job. John Gentilozzi, Vice President of Development at Gentilozzi Real Estate. Congratulations on your projects. Good luck with them. We're going to bother you every now and then to get an update. So
if you don't, I'll bother you.
Yeah, I look forward to that. All right, you're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.